Well, hello, it's Wednesday, so it must be time for Woolly Hats Wednesday WIPs. So I'm a bit further away today because I've got lots of things to show you which need a bit of space. So I'm sorry if I'm a bit small, but there we go. Anyway, I've had quite a busy week. So Saturday started off with a fantastic trip to Wonderwool Wales in Builth Wells in Powys. I went with my friend. Obviously, it's been postponed for the last 2 years. So it was really good. It's the third year, and I've been before, and it's a really nice show in the Royal Welsh Showgrounds in Builth Wells, and they have lots of interesting things there, and sheep as well. So there we go. So that was really good, and yes, I did buy some more. So I'll show you what I bought. I went to Mothy and the Squid, which is, as you know, is somewhere I quite like. She does lots of really interesting hand-dyed yarns and stuff in quite lots of different ways. So I went for some ordinary sock wool, which was ordinary, I say merino, so that's called cornflower, so that's nice. And I went for some luxury sock wool, and this has got mulberry silk in it, 20%, so that's rather nice, isn't it? And then I went for some double knit here, ta-da! So I thought I could incorporate that into a jumper or something, or even make a hat with it, I don't know. There we go. So those were my purchases, quite reserved really compared to previous years. But as you know, I've been going through my stash and found lots of wool, so I don't need to buy too much. The other thing I've done is I've finished off 2 big projects. So the first one is the the jumper for my friend's birthday. So here it is. Ta-da! The sun's doing strange things, so there we go. So it's got that lovely little cable in the middle. So this was the one that was knitted from here down to the bottom, and then you pick up and knit the stitches, and you use short row shaping to do the sleeves. So quite an interesting little knit to do, but thoroughly enjoyed it. So that will be going into the post today, ready for her birthday next week. So that'll be fab. So I'm really pleased with that. The other thing that I did, which I've been doing, is you might remember I started crocheting. Sun's in this way. Crocheting. The Beachcomber blanket by Coastal Crochet, or Eleanor Tilly as she's called, it's a real name, and I'd done some to help some client do some of the squares, get it going. So I have now finished it. Woohoo! I told you I needed space. There you go. So it's called Beachcomber because it reminds her of the beach. So we've got an ammonite in there and seagrass and all that kind of stuff, sea glass, sorry. So that's quite nice. I'm really pleased with that. So I might have to go to the seaside to use it. So there we go. So that was really good. She's actually done another cowl, a crochet along, for those that don't know the terminology, and it's called Postcards, and it looks really nice. She does do some nice designs, so you can get a kit from Knitting Network, either in cotton or in King Cole double K, what do they call it? Special double K. So they give you all the wool, and she does a different section each week. So I'm restrained. I've finished that big blanket, so I don't need to do another one. So I might look at that later on. Who knows? Anyway, so now I've finished these big projects. What do I do? Well, I have got some other little projects on the go. So I have got quite a few socks that need some pairs. So here's one sock. So this is some more Mothy and the Squid sock yarn, which is lovely merino. This shade is called Horse Chestnut. So I've just started doing its little pair. So I shall have a pair of socks, and then I can perhaps I'll do a hat to go with my socks. Who knows? So that was my knitting project. I haven't got any crochet at the moment, but I'm sure I'll find something to do if I need it. The other thing was Monday, I went to a funeral, and it was of Amy Turner. Now some of you may know her from coming to the crochet classes in the afternoons. She lives in Vickers Cross, and she was a very enthusiastic learner. But sadly she died a couple of weeks ago. So I went to the funeral, and it was a true celebration. She was 90, so she had lots to celebrate, and she had a very big family, and they did really, really well in celebrating her life. So I'm really pleased I went. But the other thing was that she'd recently started drumming with the Icaramba Samba Band in Chester through a link through the Knit and Natter I did last year. So quite unusually, the Samba Band were there, so you can imagine that was quite a big send-off for her. So really pleased I went there, because that was, as I said, a true celebration. So God bless Amy and everything she's done, and her fantastic attitude to life. Always willing to learn, always had a bit of a sense of humour, and always willing to listen. So that's it for me this week. I shall see you next week. Hope you're having a good week, and do share what you're up to. Bye.